Good morning, Avery! Today is Tuesday, January 29th, and being an adult is really hard. I came to this conclusion when I woke up this morning at 8 o'clock and realized that I had to be at class at 8 o'clock. Luckily, I'm a very fit and fast runner, so I got to class around 8:20, so I was a little late, but it wasn't too bad because, crazy enough, I had a substitute teacher today, and she was totally cool with it, and she let us out a half hour early. So that was really fantastic and great. But then I realized, in life, we're not always going to have that cool substitute teacher that lets us, come running in panting late to class. And then I started to freak out. Now, usually I try not to let things like this bother me too much, but recently it's been getting a lot harder, I think. Probably because I'm starting to apply for internships and jobs and adult things, and it's just kind of an overwhelming time. And I'm guessing that it's kind of overwhelming for everyone right now because we're reaching, spring semester is here, and, everyone's trying to get all their applications in the next few weeks. So I don't know about y'all, but I kind of need some advice on how to stay calm and not to become a crazy adult, because I feel like I'm becoming one. Number 1, peanut butter. Peanut butter is your best friend. It's delicious and nutritious. There's protein in here for all you vegetarians out there like me, and it warms the heart. Tip number 2, read a book if you're feeling down. I'm reading Shakespeare's London on 5 groats a day, so I can go to London over spring break and learn how Elizabethans lived in London. Super exciting! Yay! Tip number 3, look at attractive people. Now, I don't really suggest going around your campus staring at attractive men and women, but you can invest in some nice pictures to put on your walls. Lucy Liu is always one of my favorite people to look at and not to be depressed. There's also my particular favorites, the cast of Supernatural. And I always find that scrolling through Tumblr is the perfect resource for finding attractive people because it's littered with, porn and Benedict Cumberbatch's face. So there's always that. Tip number 4, exercise! I was going to go to the gym to do this, but then I realized that I'm still slightly recovering from the disease that had infected my body last week, and I might actually die if I worked out. Tip number 5, I don't always meditate as much as I should. From what I've experienced with meditation, it really does help if you're feeling stressed out. And I think it's because we're always thinking and stressing out and running the same thoughts through our heads, and taking the time to meditate and just not think of anything, I think it helps just calm me down a lot more. So, step number 6, see what's in the refrigerator and see if you can bake anything with it. One of the best things that I've learned to bake in college when I didn't have an oven, though I do now, what was it called? They're those mug cakes. So you whip up a batter in a mug, like this mug, and you microwave it and have a little cake in a mug. And it's the perfect way to eat food and de-stress. Tip number 7, browse your movie collection. They're only about 2 hours long. You can take a break, watch it, feel calm, and then you're all re-energized. Yay! Speaking of re-energizing, tip number 8 might be to take a little cat nap in the afternoon. Make sure you have an alarm clock that goes off really loudly, otherwise you'll sleep in and sleep through your classes like I do, and that's never a good idea. Step number 9 is do good deeds for other people. One thing you can do is send care packages to your friends at other schools. Right now, I'm preparing one for my friend Natalie, also known as Thor. She doesn't watch these videos, so I can show you what I'm sending her. Doing good deeds for people makes you feel good about yourself, and it makes other people feel good, so it's a double bonus. And tip number 10, the final tip of the day, is to sit down by yourself, remind yourself that you're not supposed to have everything figured out right now, and you're probably not going to ever have everything figured out. My parents, they're they're like 50 and they don't have everything figured out. I feel like people expect us to have things figured out right now, to know what we want to do with our lives, to know what we want to major in, to know what jobs we want to have when we're older. But I think that's a really unrealistic goal. Just know that none of us have it figured out right now. All of us are kind of struggling, and while that might not be the most reassuring thing, I think it's always good to remember that we're all in this together. Yeah. Cue Zac Efron walking into my room. Okay, well that was a video. Enjoy. I will see you on Friday, Avery. Bye!